Now, I know many of you are sick and tired of hearing about Malcolm Turnbull and his book, but there are a couple of important aspects of this carry-on that I need to share with you. One is that the people the former Prime Minister has handpicked to interview him about the book haven't challenged him. I kid you not. He's spouting absolutely fanciful nonsense on a range of topics and highly contentious takes on others, and the ABC and other interviews I've seen just simply do not challenge him. Talk about a media conspiracy. Have a look at this and try to imagine how anyone could accept it with a straight face and not vigorously dispute it.
When the coup occurred, when Dutton and the right-wing group that supported him, Abbott and others and their friends in the Murdoch media and, the right-wing media generally, they overthrew my government and overthrew my Prime Ministership, not because they thought I'd lose an election, but because they thought I would win it.
It's hard to get your head around that, isn't it? His party and all these evil people in the media brought him down, apparently, because he was going to win. Think about how much sense that makes. It's just ludicrous stuff. Now, I want to talk about something a bit more serious, though, from the book and from the fallout. And frankly, I'm shocked that more people, especially the feminists who railed against Tony Abbott and labelled him as a misogynist, I'm shocked they don't criticise Turnbull for this sentence in his book where he revives malicious rumours about Tony Abbott's former Chief of Staff, now my Sky News colleague, Peta Credlin. Peta has always strongly denied that she and Tony were lovers, but if they were, that would have been the most unremarkable aspect of their relationship, writes Malcolm Turnbull, former Prime Minister, in his memoir. Now, that is backhanded muckraking, and it frankly surprises me Turnbull would stoop to this level, especially given he's made such a political point of advocating respect for women. I put this to Peta Credlin last night.
Well, I think it just says everything about Malcolm Turnbull, Chris. You write a book that's all about spleen, bile. Every single person that came into your life in politics, you denigrate. Even your mates, like Julie Bishop, you have a crack at. Doesn't that tell you that this is a small man?
Yeah, that sort of muckraking is the sort of prurient stuff that only prominent females seem to have to put up with. And it's the sort of thing that if it was said about a prominent woman of the left would rightly spark outrage from the sisterhood. But where is the left? Where are the feminists when it comes to defending Peta Credlin? Well, because she's a conservative, of course, they either remain silent or just fuel the pile-on.
You've written extensively about the way the Prime Minister's office functioned under Tony Abbott and his Chief of Staff, Peta Credlin. You write, I've never known a leader more dominated by another than Abbott by Credlin. The relationship was completely asymmetrical. He worshipped and feared her. She, on the other hand, treated him with disdain. Why had that dynamic developed, and then how did it play out in terms of Cabinet Ministers' dealings with the Prime Minister's office?
Well, you were really dealing with Peta. I mean, Peta was running the country.
Yep, a powerful woman running the country, according to some, with plenty of mud thrown her way, much of it salacious and sexist. But listen up. You know what you're hearing? That sound is the silence of the sisterhood.